Welcome back, fellow history enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the world of politics to explore some of the most iconic rivalries that have defined history. Get ready for high stakes, passionate debates, and unforgettable showdowns that have shaped nations and the world as we know it. If you're a fan of politics, history, or just love a good rivalry like I do, then this video is perfect for you. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our fascinating content. Without further ado, well, let's jump right in. Chapter 1, Hamilton versus Jefferson. Now, I'm sure you guys are familiar with those two men. We travel back to the early days of the United States, where we find founding fathers Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson completely at odds. These two titans clashed over their visions of the young nation, with Hamilton championing for a strong federal government, and Jefferson, on the other hand, saying states' rights. Their heated debates laid the groundwork for what would ultimately become America's first political parties, the Federalists and the Democratic Republicans. Talk about leaving a legacy. Chapter 2, Caesar versus Pompeii. The ancient Roman Republic was no stranger to power struggles, and the rivalry between Julius Caesar and Pompey the Great was one for the ages. Initially allies, their relationship soured as their ambitions grew. No surprise there. The two military leaders fought a brutal civil war, with Caesar emerging victorious. Well, that was a short-lived triumph, as he was assassinated just a few years later, paving the way for what we ultimately know today as the Roman Empire. Chapter 3, Thatcher versus Kinnick. Jumping ahead to the 1980s, British politics saw an epic clash between Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, also known as the Iron Lady, who was the leader of the Conservative Party, and Neil Kinnick, leader of the Labour Party. Thatcher's tough, uncompromising leadership style was met with fierce opposition from Kinnick and also many Britons at the time, who sought to challenge her controversial politics. Their confrontations in the House of Commons made headlines that captivated the United Kingdom and also the rest of the world. Chapter 4, Mandela versus de Klerk. In South Africa, the fight against apartheid saw two key figures go head-to-head, Nelson Mandela and F.W. de Klerk. Mandela, the iconic anti-apartheid leader and future president, spent 27 years in prison before being released and working to dismantle the apartheid system. De Klerk, on the other hand, was South Africa's last apartheid-era president, who played a crucial role in the negotiations that led to the end of the apartheid movement and the establishment of a multiracial democracy. The rivalry ultimately transformed into a partnership that changed the course of South African history, and it was also an example of what one could do to bring change, even if they were initially a part of the problem. In Chapter 5, Gandhi versus Jinnah. Finally, we journey to the Indian subcontinent, where the struggle for independence from British rule saw Mahatma Gandhi and Muhammad Ali Jinnah completely at odds. Gandhi, the leader of the Indian National Congress, sought a unified India, while Jinnah, on the other hand, the leader of the All India Muslim League, pushed for a creation of a separate Muslim-majority nation. Well, their difference ultimately led to the partition of India and the creation of Pakistan. Did you know that? A decision that still shapes the politics of the region today. Wow, what some fascinating rivalries. I hope you guys were blown away by this as much as I was when I was doing my research to present this video to you. I'm Shermichael Singleton. Make sure you like this video, drop those comments, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell to get those updates of our future videos. We're going to keep producing this content, and we want you to be a part of that journey with us. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.